Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Happy Friday. And today we have our 1000th reading for the channel, which is kind of crazy to think about. So thank you to everyone who has watched, I don't know, any of my stuff. But we've got a pre-shuffle from the Angel Romance Oracle, and we've got chemistry and separation. So we could have another no contact reading on our hands. I thought we could, for tonight, do the yes, no at the end for the top comment. I'm going to rely on my great timing, Patricia, on my moderators to nominate for a top comment. And then at the end, one lucky person, I'll pull from the Magic 8 Ball deck and see what kind of answer we get for your question. All right, let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time, shall we? Like I already said, happy Friday, but I hope you all are doing well. Patricia, thank you, by the way, for doing what you do. You too, Miss Joanna. Happy Friday. I think I already told you that today. All right, let's dive right in. We're going to do you versus them. Remember, it might be flipped, so however it resonates for you, but we're going to split the table in two. So let's grab a few from the situations deck, and then we'll dive into the tarot. So you on this side, them on this side. Remember, you might have to switch them. So we have somebody here who is about to confess something. So there's something pressing that you want to, have a little sit down chat about. And it could be about not wanting to leave, not wanting to move away, not wanting to follow through on a plan, something, maybe even a travel situation that makes you feel a little bit less on board, shall we say, than you were before. And then obsession in the reverse. There's something here about wanting to be a little bit more stationary. You may be going through a little bit of a hermit phase. Hashtag relatable. I know you guys agree with me. All right, let's grab 3 for the them side. And I also want to comment that with the obsession card in the reverse, I think there's something here that you deserve to get a pat on the back for in terms of letting go, moving forward without being dependent upon somebody or something, being a little bit more balanced in your approach and finding stability that you want to really protect, right? And then, funny enough, we have protection coming out from the situations deck on the them side. So this is telling me that there's somebody who feels, honestly, what I'm getting is they feel like you helped them understand how they could get some stability in their life as well. You may have inspired them, or they feel like something in particular that you said helped them on their path in terms of, happiness coming out sideways. It's like you've given them a little bit more of the direction they needed in terms of coming out of a really difficult time. They're not 100% back or 100% where they want to be right now, but you've helped them in some way, so they feel like they've made progress because of how they know you or what they've learned from you. And with the legal card coming out, it could be because you gave them really sound advice in terms of how to handle a sticky situation, a difficult situation. There may be a restraining order, a divorce, or a child custody situation happening here. Could also be something medical. All right, let's dive in to the tarot. We're going to use the gold foil tarot. All right, for the you side. Queen of Swords and King of Wands in the reverse. Well, I feel like you have a reputation here for being quite strategic. You're the person that a lot of people go to for advice when they get into a difficult situation, when they do something in poor judgment. There's this understanding, the people that know who you really are, that they can come to you and tell you something without having to be like ashamed, and that you'll give them advice that directs them how to make the fewest waves, how to minimize the damage, how to come out of it with a lesson learned, but relatively unscathed if possible, right? And with the King of Wands in the reverse, I feel like in particular, there's somebody here who was a little bit reckless, a little bit perhaps perhaps quick to argue, and they went through a pretty significant loss, or some of them may have been robbed, some of them may have been mistreated in a work environment, some of them may have been victims of like identity fraud, or like a spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend using them financially. There's, with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, a significant feeling of loss with something pertaining to money or like physical, tangible asset, right? And with the Six of Wands, there's a sense this person feels like you have helped them avoid the worst case scenario at the very least, right? I feel like more so you've helped them, mentally and emotionally get through this situation. So they view you as somebody who knows how to like land on their feet, right? You're like a cat. All right, let's go over to the them side. People see you as successful, and I think it's worth mentioning that this is underneath that obsession in the reverse card. One thing that's coming to my mind is all things in moderation. You maybe don't actually do all things, but I feel like you know how to manage things like time, right? So time management is something that your coworkers probably noticed about you. I also feel like you know how to remain grounded. It may have taken you a while, but you figured out how to balance the work and play, getting things done, but also having time for yourself, right? All right, we have Four of Swords on the them side and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This person is taking some time from the group, taking some time to maybe even take a vacation or do something for themselves that maybe they haven't done in a while. Maybe get a massage, or a pedicure, go golfing, something like that. And with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, it's because there's a sense here that they need to recover from, again, some sort of loss, some sort of unfortunate situation that put them in a depressive mode, or like a bit of like lack of hope, right? Is what I'm feeling here. So somebody had to kind of pick themselves up after a difficult situation. Knight of Swords, Five of Swords. This person felt betrayed by somebody close to them. It was potentially something to do with saying something they shouldn't have, or lying about a situation. This could be, for example, somebody who is unwilling to be honest about the state of finances in a relationship or a business, unwilling to pay somebody for their commission. There was something foul here that I think this person got the brunt of. For some of you, this could be somebody who is really upset because they've been laid off or maybe even fired illegally. But there's quite the obstacle to their happiness, but you've been able to elucidate what they can do to endure, persist, find something new, address the loss, and start over again. Maybe you've been through something similar. Thank you, Patricia. All right, we have Two of Cups in the reverse and the Four of Cups in the upright. Breakup and rejection. Those two significant meanings to these cards seem to pair pretty nicely, right? Ooh, we'll get to that at the end, but you got to get the top comment first, sweetheart. So with this clarifying the Queen of Swords, the Two of Cups that is, I feel like there's somebody who had to really stick to their guns in terms of when to call it quits, whether that was in romance or with friendships, possibly even in career. And that's part of why people look up to this Queen of Swords, your energy. And as a result, there's been a number of people kind of left in your wake that learned lessons as a result of losing your presence in their life. And also plenty of people who have improved their life because you were in it. With the Six of Cups, there are a lot of people that have good memories of you, especially when they had difficult times. Again, I feel like you're that friend or family member that people like to go to when they're, having a pretty difficult time. With the Six of Wands, I kind of feel like, yeah, there was a pretty significant, possibly for some of you, public situation that you had to heal from. You processed it, maybe found some way to transmute all of that pain into something beautiful. You might have written something, you might have started a company, you might have produced an album, anything like that. You were able to find the way back to your path or your calling. Again, this is inspired at least one person. I definitely think it's more than one person, but this them column, they are inspired by this person over here. Eight of Swords and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. There's been some insecurity or even like self-deprecation, kind of a question of what can I even do to get out of this situation? Somebody felt trapped. For some, you may actually be dealing with a person that was arrested or had some sort of serious legal issue, right? We did have the legal card come out. The Four of Swords and the Eight of Swords can also both point towards some sort of sense of imprisonment. It doesn't have to be actual imprisonment, but this person didn't feel like there was much hope, and you told them there was. The High Priestess and Nine of Pentacles. I love this combo. This is totally like a warrior combo here, you guys. I'm pretty confident many of our collective would resonate with this energy. If you don't now, that's the end game. Because this is somebody who knows how to leverage their intuition. They also know when it's best to be quiet or hold back in a conversation. Hi there, Miss Debbie. How are you doing? And with the Nine of Pentacles, this is also the kind of confidence that I can feel coming off of the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords as well. The Nine of Pentacles, by the way, has this hawk that she's holding, and that's a symbol of having a strong connection and a strong intuition. So I feel like this person has been working on their own intuition because of your guidance. So you may have, taught them how to meditate, taught them how to let go of things that were holding them back, maybe helped them with some anger issues. But you have inspired this person and they're making a difference. This could also be somebody who feels like you helped them through their relationship being sabotaged or their career being sabotaged. All right, let's continue with the Black Tarot. I love that you guys are so nice to each other. It makes my day. Do you have fun weekend plans? I'm going to go to a sporting event. It should be interesting. My friend Cindy cracks me up. She likes to say things like, oh, go sports ball. But yeah, hopefully you guys have something fun to do. We've got the moon and 4 of Cups in the reverse. There's something quite interesting about clarifying our 4 of Cups in the upright with the 4 of Cups in the reverse, almost as if you're going to change your mind on something. So if you feel like something is not quite your pace, you may end up finding yourself adjusting or editing that comment in your head and saying, you know what, actually, I do like this. I do like this job. I do like this person. I do want to go on a date. There's something here where initially you just kind of like, you can't be bothered. And then you're like, oh, wait, actually, I don't know. That's right. There could be something here that was hidden from you. It's feeling very like Jane Austen to me, like a concept of two love interests feeling like there's no hope because of some miscommunication or misunderstanding. And then at the end, they're like, oh, you do love me and you're single. What? Oh, that's so crazy. And then they're in love. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, you got to have your own free will, right? Hi, Zabeda. I hope I'm saying that correct. You can get a personal reading by emailing me at wickedonestarot@gmail.com. Otherwise, at the end, the top comment in the live chat today gets a free yes or no. All right, let's see. We've got the 6 of Swords. And Temperance. So I really like this Temperance card coming out at the same time as the 6 of Swords because both can signify that there is a sense of serenity or peace that is coming to a toxic situation or one that's been out of balance, right? There was a bad mixture here somewhere, and especially because we have the Obsession card in the reverse followed by the 6 of Wands and the Devil in the reverse. This is you overcoming some bullshit, okay? Like, there's something here that didn't work for you, and you fixed it. I also have to comment that we have 6 of Wands, 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords. So 666 could be something that you see frequently. Please don't confuse that with the devil energy. That can also refer to stability, which is beautiful because that's exactly what this is telling us you have found. All right, for the them column, we have the Fool. Somebody has seen things in a way that wants them or that motivates them to pursue a different course of action. It's like somebody has wised up to reality. They know now, can't avoid this, have to do that. Something, along the lines of, I guess I should kind of grow up, So this person is taking your advice or taking inspiration from you in terms of how to handle this situation, and it's going to serve them well. Hi, Miss Brianna. How are you doing? Have I already said happy Friday to you yet? All right, let's see. We've got the 10 of Spears or 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, just like we had up here. Very much so worth pointing out, we had the Sold card in the reverse. So it could be, again, somebody feeling like they lost some property, but they didn't make money off of it. This could be something that was difficult, right? That being said, you versus them, this is feeling more like they take pointers from you because you've been through something similar and you figured it out. But we've got the 6 of Spheres or 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. We already had the 6 of Swords the Six of Cups and the Six of Wands. So now we've had and we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse over here. So I definitely feel like sixes would be an important reminder for you, or like heads up. And the Six of Wands again. So pay attention to the number 6. You may see that as a sign at a particular time. Hi, Amber. How are you doing? Happy Friday. All right. What else do we have on the U side, please? Judgment. This is under the 2 4s where we had, I don't think I want that, and then, oh, I think I do want that. For some of you, this is more so pertaining to your career path or your family. And for others of you, this is love related. Keep in mind, this is also pertaining to something you want to vocalize now, something that you feel like you need to get off of your chest. And with judgment, this is something that I feel like you're pretty decided on. There's a transformation you're in the process of making or that you want to make. This could be an end to a situation. For some of you, you are declining an offer that you thought you would want to take, whether it's love or career. And it's because you know that it isn't, like, it might scratch your ego a little bit or make you feel really good that you got that offer, but there's something that's a little bit off. With the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, there's something guiding you towards a more autonomous situation, whether that, again, is romantic or professional. Ace of Swords, 6 of Cups in the reverse. Another 6. We're on the them side. So we've got pressing need to have a conversation on both sides of the fence here. It's like we have good memories over here. I feel like you're really good at forgiving people and putting things to the side, but also knowing when you just need to like let go of that because that's a toxic relationship, right? And as a result, there's like almost like a sense that people are a little bit intimidated by you. Like, they're not going to sell you their BS that they might sell to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know you're not going to put up with it. So this is kind of charming. I like this about you. So this person feels like they have some truth they need to share with you, but they're a little bit nervous because essentially it spoils a memory, or they feel like it's going to ruin how you look at them. Oh my. Knight of Spheres in the reverse and the Tower in the reverse, with the bonus of Justice in the reverse. So we've got somebody losing something that they didn't think that they would. And with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, this feels like a step, like a giant step backwards. So somebody feels like they've lost whatever was propping them up. This to me feels like somebody learning a lesson. If this person over here still needed to learn a lesson, they're learning a difficult lesson. However, if there is somebody who has taken advantage of the them side, then there has, I don't know, there's like an energy of information coming to light that helps address a legal situation in this person's favor. That's why we have the happiness card, you know, starting to get to the upright position, even though it came out sideways, right? But there is an obstacle here. With Justice in the reverse, we know that it hasn't happened quite yet. All right, let's do a few cards from the Beginner's Tarot. The Sun, information coming out, or I think more so enlightenment is the energy I'm picking up here, especially because we're clarifying the Six of Wands, which is about victory or success, achieving something, especially when people didn't really think that you could. This is clarifying the moon. So there's some like hidden gift or some um, skill that you have that I think surprises other people when they hear about it. And with the magician, there's a sense that you took control over the resources you had available and made the most out of what you had. You know what I'm saying? Hi there, Maria. How are you doing? Oh, please tell me what language that is. I love languages. They're so fun. I don't speak a lot of them, but I'm dangerous in a couple. And I know like vorrei un biglietto di treno, like one sentence in Italian. Which I think is, I would like a train ticket. I mean, it would kind of get me far. Oh, no worries, Debbie. We all have to multitask at some point. We have the Ace of Swords clarifying the Death card. There was a sense here of knowing when to end things, knowing when to walk away, and knowing that the truth was hugely important to these conversations you were having. You know, do I have the ability to, correct this, or do I need to just accept that this isn't really working and say it like it is? I think most people would describe you as somebody that doesn't really sugarcoat things, Here's how it is. I'm not going to be a dick about it, but here's how it is. you know? What else do we have on the them side, please? Ooh, I like that. You guys, we just had the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse right here, and now we have him in the upright. So somebody is figuring out how to get back on that horse. Did you guys just see Hambone? Hi there, buddy. Oh, no, you might knock stuff over. Does anyone want Hambone to take over right now? All right, let's see. We've got Six of Cups in the reverse, which, remember I said felt kind of like somebody feeling like you would be disappointed in them if you found out about something. There's communication where I feel like somebody is just like, you know what, I'm going to just be honest here. With the Two of Cups, somebody may feel like they have lost your approval. Otherwise, there's somebody who feels like they've lost a chance at love here. With the Hanged Man in the reverse, we've got a little bit of back and forth energy here. Somebody who can't really make a decision in terms of whether or not they tell you the whole truth or just kind of like a little bit of like, I don't know, a half truth, right? I'll tell you the rest when I'm ready kind of thing. All right, let's go to the Golden Lenormand. I'd like just a little bit of an overview in terms of whether or not this person in the them column has good intentions. And then we'll ask that of the you side as well. Although I think we already know that, right? What an interesting pair, you guys. We've got the fox and the hound, right? Like the dog is actually a symbol of loyalty. And as a result, instantly gives me this vibe that somebody would do anything to be respected or admired or held in high regard by you. However, with the fox coming out, I also think this person's a bit of a trickster and a bit mercurial. Difficult to predict is like kind of covering it, but also it's like they're playful about it, right? This person might struggle to stick with it, So let's see your intentions here. There's that house again. Remember we had the sold card in the U category. And the man. So honestly, the energy I'm getting here is that your intentions are honorable because you have a reputation that you feel strongly about maintaining. And what I mean by that is, I feel like you have a lot of compassion for others and you want to do right by them. I think you take very seriously the idea that if you have bad intent or don't handle things appropriately, that you get bad karma for it. So I think people really seek your approval. Let's get a few from the Gypsy Oracle. Tell me more about the U sign. Falseness. What? What is this falseness about? This is on top of the Two of Cups in the reverse. So somebody might have been straight up dishonest to you that led to a breakup or a separation, right? Because we did have separation in our pre-shuffle. And we've got journey in the reverse. So this feels to me like you put an end to a situation as soon as you knew somebody was being dishonest or was unwilling to tell you the full story, which puts this person under a microscope, doesn't it? So we've got the old woman in the reverse. I feel like this is talking about how people perceive you as respectable and reliable, but there's also this youthful energy to you. The best way I can describe it is, so I know these people, Frank and Sherry. They're definitely older than I am, but they were consistently more informed when it came to like trendy music. Like they knew the verses, they knew the hooks, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of felt like an idiot. Like I didn't know how to keep up with the times, but they did. So what I'm saying is like, you'd be the life of the party kind of person, even though you also know how to pay your bills on time, like you've got that balance. And now we've got surprise in the reverse. So I feel like you're also quite adept at leveraging your intuition to avoid situations that would catch you off guard. So you like to know what you're getting yourself into. You probably budget quite expertly. Hi there, kitty cat. And with money, we have widower in the reverse. I love that he's just sitting right next to me. So you turned a loss into a gain. Hey, what are you doing? You found a way to make lemonade from lemons, and it's really inspired others who know you. Nice. All right, so we've got the pleasure seekers in the reverse. And I feel like this is about gossip specifically. I feel like people that were a bit small-minded kind of got delegated to the if I run into you, I run into you kind of thing, right? You didn't really want to deal with people who were just there to get information or find something to gossip about. You really wanted to be around people of substance, people who, talked about ideas rather than other people. All right, on the them side, please. All right, so maybe to liven up that chat, some of you may know that my one of my favorite kinds of jokes would be Chuck Norris jokes. So feel free to look on the internet. But if you toss in a Chuck Norris joke, we can judge top comment based on that if you need a little inspiration. We've got wife in the reverse, thief in the reverse. So depending on your situation, this is either an ex or somebody who has left their wife. There's an end to a relationship here, and my gut is that it isn't a relationship with you. So it could be somebody is going through an ending, and it's similar to the ending that you went through with somebody else. Somebody could be getting tips from you on who to work with in terms of a divorce lawyer, for example, right? And then we have thief in the reverse, indicating that you are helping them minimize whatever this 10 of Pentacles in the reverse or major loss is or was. We have merchant and service in the reverse. So there was some issues here in terms of somebody being able to access their money. And it could be that there was somebody who, for example, sold stock when they shouldn't have because they were getting a little bit greedy, especially if there was a divorce pending. So I feel like there was potentially fraud or some sort of theft on this side. But we have misfortune in the reverse, so it may be something that was easily proven, and now somebody has been identified as, the thief with the faux card coming out. I feel like somebody has to pay back damages, or they have to pay for the lawyer. They have to replace what was stolen, something along those lines. Conversation in the reverse and haughtiness in the reverse. So something that seemed to really help this person in terms of working towards a justice ending here, something that was balancing of the scales, is refraining from talking out of turn or making the situation worse by being petty or joining in the argument. I feel like somebody really leveraged that idea of holding back and not being too vocal with somebody that just wants to argue with you, right? Hi there, Junior John. How are you doing? Hello, Glenn. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's get an overall energy, and we're going to take away this barrier here. All right, with the Egypt Tarot, what do we have? Ooh, 9 of Cups, 4 of Cups. So we've gotten the 4 of Cups a couple of times, once in each direction. And with the 9 of Cups, I feel like this is really telling me there was rejection here that was protection. Now, for some of you, this means that endings had to happen in order for the two of you to come together. And for others of you, this is more like a strong friendship or something that connects you to your next partner. So depending on how it resonates for you, the fact that you went through this ending is laying the groundwork for you to get that next big love in your life. We have the 6 of Swords in the reverse. It may feel like it's taken a really long time for you in terms of moving beyond whatever this ending was. But with the Hierophant card here, I feel like there is, number one, confirmation of you inspiring people and leading people to a happier life. But I also feel like this is saying you are protected or you are recognized as somebody who does quite a lot of good. Ooh, I love the number 13. But I hope you have safe travels. The Fool. Three of Swords and 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody decided to stay in a relationship or make a relationship work, even though they didn't think it would actually end well. And now they're regretting that. It's like, I stayed too long. I didn't want to see the truth. I didn't want to do all of the work. Ending a relationship can be really difficult. It can be draining. And so I feel like somebody here was hesitant to do so. Hey, what you doing? But there's an Ace of Wands here, a new beginning of some sort. Hey, what are you doing? He's trying to play with well, now he's running, but he was trying to grab one of my boots and move it. One of my favorite things that he does is he grabs the water bowl, just scooch it closer to him. Why don't you just get closer? Hi, Jasmine. It's actually top comment gets the yes or no question. So let's see. With this new beginning, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Moon, and the Hermit. So after dealing with quite a lot of disloyalty and people who were unwilling to really be there for you the way that you were there for them, it's like I see this Moon card as a changing of, it's like a new moon, right? There's the end of one chapter and the beginning of a new chapter, something that enables you to truly see things from an entirely new perspective, right? And the Hermit says it's because you see things differently that doors are opening up for you. So things are getting easier for you because, you're not fooling yourself anymore. So you'll be able to know how to handle the situation because your intuition has been really reliable for you. Yeah, the end of one chapter, beginning of a new chapter. So make sure you've, patted yourself on the back in terms of doing something that wasn't really easy. All right, we're going to grab a few from the Morgan Greer. I love the name Hambone. I'm glad you guys enjoy it too. My dad lovingly refers to him as Bonehead. Yes, that's right. Happy birthday, Pisces. I'm really bad at remembering to say happy birthday based on the seasons, you guys. Thank you for forgiving me in advance. Oh, there we go. We've got the Temperance card and the Hierophant. Again, a beautiful combination, you guys. We've got something that you've been able to really figure out for yourself that is helping others around you. There is a sense of admiration and respect for how you have addressed the difficulties in your life. And here we have the Emperor as well, and how you've been able to speak up for yourself. So you may really be helping others find their own voice in toxic relationships when they have to deal with competitive people or maybe even a little bit of jealousy, right? All right, we have the Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and Strength. Ooh. I love that we have 4, 4, and 8. So you basically realized what you needed to put your energy into in order to move forward, but you also knew when to pull back on something. And with the Strength card, this is kind of underscoring the idea that we had the Devil card in the reverse, because you've been able to move away from things that were holding you back. And this is helping other people identify, okay, this is something I need to stop doing, or this is something I need to do more intelligently, right? More strategically. I believe it. All right. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Somebody is a little bit concerned that their reputation, or perhaps specifically you view them as being selfish or immature. So I think a lot of people around you, frankly, are a little bit concerned in terms of, do you respect them? Do you hold them in as high regard as they do you? All right, what do we have to look forward to here? Hanged Man in the reverse. Somebody is trying to make a decision here, but feeling a little bit back and forth, not sure they have the full picture. With the Eight of Swords in the reverse, this is going to change. Somebody is going to get that last piece of information, whether it's an intuitive message or something more factual. And with the World in the reverse, it's going to address something that feels like unfinished business. Page of Swords and Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Yeah, I think that's this piece of information that's really helpful regarding whatever the major loss was. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is very similar to that Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. I keep coming back to the idea that you're helping others that go through a similar ending or transformation as you. And because you've been so successful at it, you're helping others approach it in a way that's much more intelligent and helps them get back to that happy, you know, carefree kind of attitude where they can get back to enjoying life instead of being a little bit overwhelmed or overburdened by a situation that seems really unfair. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse again. We had that over here. I feel like you help people get through disloyalty. You help people get through perhaps even financial issues. People who feel like they don't really have the power that they need or the resources that they need in order to make the changes that they need in their life. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, financial issues seem to be at the core here, particularly where it concerns how you help people. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. You may also be really helpful when it concerns how to maintain calmness in an argument, especially when there are lies or manipulations happening. You may be really adept at dealing with narcissists or people who are, consistently lying. Ten of Swords in the reverse, Seven of Cups in the reverse, Four of Swords in the reverse, and the Page of Cups. So for the first two, we've got a sense here that somebody is accepting what has happened and processing it, being able to move forward because they were able to see things for what they were. It's like a better understanding of how the universe works and a knowledge that I feel like you helped them obtain, right? They had to be, it's like it was independent study, but you gave them a little bit of a heads up. And with the Page of Cups, I feel like this is them wanting to show their appreciation somehow. All right, Knight of Wands and Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So a big lesson here is if there's no action, there's going to be no progress. So a motivational speaker could be something that you could find yourself doing here in the near future because you've clearly inspired multiple people. I don't know if we're going to get a top comment, you guys, and we're already at 50 minutes. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the Magic 8-Ball cards. You guys can have, I don't know, call it like 15 seconds to come up with 2 yes or no questions, and we'll make it more of a general thing. And I'll shuffle for a little while. I'm not going to take that first one. Good. It was weather permitting. I hate that answer anyways. So think of 2 yes or no questions, and then we'll go from there. We'll try it again. It's Friday, you know, some people have some stuff to do, maybe some dates, going to see a movie, going to the bar. All right, we have not in a million years for the first question. Second question. LOL, definitely not. So we have a double no. I hope that helps clarify things for you guys. I appreciate you. If you didn't catch my post, or the beginning of the video, it's my 1000th video. Kind of crazy. I appreciate all of you in terms of giving me a reason to be on YouTube. Thank you so much. I'm going to go watch Hocus Pocus. Totally unseasonal, but that's just like what I want to do. So have a great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow.